Using common sense. That was just one of the recommendations in a meeting yesterday in Gering as members of Western Nebraska Economic Development met to hear how regional landfills have been developed and operated in other parts of the state. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, understanding the process for seeking a site for a new regional landfill was the focus of yesterday's meeting. Travis Evans of Tri-Hydro Corporation says having a local facility is important to economic development and relayed a story of working with Cheyenne for a decade as the city tried to find a new landfill site.
They're trying to attract new businesses, new industries to Cheyenne. And one of the first questions they're asked is, do you have a landfill? And at that time, all they could tell them was, well, we have a C&D landfill, we're trying to permit a new expansion area. And they said, well, if we're going to move here, you need to get that expansion area permit built because we're not going to be transferring our waste to Colorado.
Representatives of the Loop Central Landfill Association and Solid Waste Association of Northwest Nebraska presented how their operations work, gathering and receiving waste from a wide area. Retired Gordon City Manager Fred Halava told those in attendance that if the development and operation of a regional facility isn't done with a lot of common sense, it will likely fail to meet its objectives. Well, longtime Scottsbluff County dispatcher Gay Warren was honored this week as colleagues celebrated her retirement after more than 40 years of service. Communications Director Ray Richards said she got her start in the mid-70s working for then-Sheriff Dave Schlevy, and she was the gold standard for dispatchers.
Gay Warren is excellent. She was kind of our gold standard here for a number of years. She's just trained, easily a couple of hundred people over these 40 years on helping people be excellent dispatchers.
Richards says Warren was one of the key players to help people make the transition from calling an agency directly to calling 911. He says even though that three-digit number was created in 1968, people couldn't call 911 locally until the mid-'80s. He says that Warren was a great dispatcher and hopes she enjoys her retirement. And with peak flu season getting into full swing, its effects are causing some local schools to be proactive to prevent further illness. Minutair Superintendent Tim Cody says that school was canceled today due to roughly 20% of the student body and a growing number of staff members under the weather. He tells us they ran sick bombs last week in both buildings and had the custodial staff do a thorough scrub down today. The hope is everyone can get well over the long weekend and have classes resume on Monday. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer will be in with your weekend weather forecast. I'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
The Peking Acrobats take the stage on Tuesday, February 11th at the Midwest Theater as they perform daring maneuvers atop a precarious pagoda of chairs. They push the limits of human ability, defying gravity with amazing displays of contortion, flexibility, and control while creating an exuberant family night of entertainment with the festive feel of a Chinese carnival. Tickets available at MidwestTheater.com or call 632-4311. Get your tickets today for the Peking Acrobats Tuesday, February 11th at the Midwest Theater, downtown Scottsbluff.
Logos in Gering is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gering.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Another pretty nice evening out there. Temperatures are going to fall off into the 20s is all, so not too bad for overnight low temperatures. Let's take a look at temps be milder tomorrow. It's going to be a bit cooler with some flurries around on Sunday, and then it looks like snow possible next week with temps holding below normal. Let's take a look at our almanac yesterday, a high of 38 after a morning low of 8. And nothing in the precip, I guess another 100 that we added in there yesterday from some of that rain and snow. 25 right now in Laramie, 29 in Denver. It's 31 over in Hastings, here closer to the area, 30 in Kimball, 31 up in Torrington, 30 in Mullen, 27 right now in Valentine. So we take a look across the area. Winds are light, about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And temperatures of those wind chills falling down into the upper 20s for most of us, some low 20s scattered out there as well. Futurecast, a brief little batch of snow. Can't rule that out this evening. It's going to be very brief. Not enough we're even going to really throw it in the forecast, but a couple of light snow showers, can't rule those out. Low temperature is going to fall down into the teens and low 20s here across the area. For tomorrow, we start the day partly cloudy, and then we're going to have a lot of sun really throughout most of the afternoon. It's going to be pretty nice. And then late in the afternoon, we'll bring some clouds in, and then another little system tries to clip through here late Saturday into Sunday, bring us a few snow showers or snow flurries. Again, we're not going to be able to stay completely dry through the next 7 days. Off and on, chance of some light snow showers. 53 tomorrow here, 43 down in Cheyenne. Not much snow to worry about out there. Less than an inch for any of us that does get any of the snow. Let's take a look at our forecast then. For tonight, we're going to be dealing with 20 under mostly cloudy skies. For tomorrow, how about 53, partly cloudy, certainly milder than where we were today. In our 7-day forecast, well, we're going to be in the 30s is all on Sunday with some flurries around. Monday back into the upper 30s, near 40 on Tuesday, bringing in a chance of some snow showers Wednesday night into Thursday. A milder day on Friday, and then another chance of snow showers Friday night into Saturday as we stay pretty active here for most of the next 7 days.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Leap year only comes once every 4 years, so to celebrate, Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming is offering a deal so great it won't be back for another 4 years. Replace your windows or doors during the leap year sale and save 20% plus an additional 9% through February 29th if you order on initial consultation. And remember, there's no down payment, no monthly payments, and no interest for 12 months. Only from Renewal by Anderson of Wyoming. Call 307-215-7493 and leap into this great deal.
Twin Cities Development has a great opportunity for food entrepreneurs and small businesses with newly remodeled and permitted commercial kitchen and office spaces available. You can do catering, packaging, processing, and recipe or product development with several rental options available. Call Twin Cities Development Association at 632-2833 for pricing and more information. The kitchen is located at Northfield Apartments in Gering, where 1- and 2-bedroom apartments are also available. Don't wait, call today.
Welcome back. A 30-year-old Scottsbluff man who was found guilty of choking a woman and threatening her children following an April attack has avoided prison and has been sentenced to 3 years of probation in Scottsbluff County District Court. John Keller was arrested last spring following a violent attack at a Scottsbluff home, and in July he pleaded guilty to charges of strangulation, intentional child abuse with no injury, and assault causing bodily injury. A 90-day evaluation was ordered, and after receiving the pre-sentence report, District Judge Leo Dobrovolny weighed the circumstances in the PSI and sentenced Keller to 3 years of probation. As terms of the probation, Keller must complete specific mental health, substance abuse, and anger management programs, cannot have any contact with the victim or her children, and must live with his mother as terms of the sentencing order. Well, the Nebraska Capitol's public wireless internet has been turned off temporarily after a critical security breach. Senator Mike Hilgers, the chairman of the legislature's executive board, says the Wi-Fi was shut down to protect the state's network and the private information held by state lawmakers and other state officials.
what we see as potentially very complicated, complex breach. We are in the middle of working to find answers for the body. To protect the body, we temporarily shut it down. It is not, contrary to some rumors that I've heard, a permanent shutdown of the public Wi-Fi. It is a temporary shutdown as we find answers to protect the computers that are connected to the system.
His comments came after several lawmakers complained that they had lost access to the public internet that they used to conduct personal business while on the legislative floor. And the Nebraska Supreme Court has rejected an appeal from a former Sydney motel owner who is currently serving a 35 to 60-year prison sentence. Jason Assad was sentenced back in 2015 for a brutal attack at the El Palomino Motel, but has sought post-conviction relief for ineffective counsel. Today, the Supreme Court affirmed the Nebraska Court of Appeals' 2019 ruling, saying he failed to demonstrate that there was a presumption of prejudice. Well, straight ahead, Alex and Rebel will be in with your Friday 5. They'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Box Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Box Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
For the card-carrying fan, get your Husker Visa debit card so you can take the game with you. Free with First Free Checking.
This is KNEB TV Ag News from the First National Bank Ag Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
Blue Corduroy, Nebraska 4-H Month, and Big Green Tractors are on our radar this week. Hello and welcome to Friday 5, where we're recapping the top 5 stories in agriculture over the past week. And as always, this program is presented by the Nebraska Corn Board. Starting off at number 5, FFA members, it's time to turn the bags blue and gold again. Throughout February, FFA chapters can apply for the Turn the Bag Blue and Gold program, sponsored by Mycogen Seeds. This fall, participating FFA members will team up with their local Mycogen manager to offer farmers the option to purchase corn hybrids. Participants earn funds for every bag of seed sold. Now, this fundraising opportunity is in its 4th year, and so far it's raised more than $93,000 for local chapters, state associations, and the National FFA organization. And at number 4, the Bureau of Reclamation announced this week that it will provide $2.3 million in its fiscal year 2020 spending plan. That money will be put toward the repairs of the Gering-Fort Laramie Tunnel following the collapse in the summer of 2019. So prior to this week, the Bureau indicated that precedent made them unable to offer any funding for the canal's repair. Senator Deb Fisher and her staff worked closely with the Bureau to find a way to secure the funding. She said it will help Western Nebraska farmers and families who feed the world to recover from the effects of this major disruption to irrigation. Moving on to the middle of the countdown, February is Nebraska 4-H Month, and Nebraska 4-H wants to see what the club is like from your perspective. Whether you're a 4-H professional, volunteer, club leader, or camper, if you have a 4-H adventure to share, Nebraska 4-H wants to see it. You can share your story on social media with a photo or video, and be sure to tag at Nebraska 4-H and hashtag any4H. You can also host a Nebraska 4-H Instagram takeover. Number 2, 3 Nebraska-based John Deere dealerships plan to merge into one. The new company, Acres Equipment, will represent 27 locations. Plains Equipment Group, Green Line Equipment, and Stutheit Implement Company made the announcement late last Friday. In a video posted to social media, the 3 company chief executive officers are seen ahead of their merger presentation to John Deere. The companies plan to officially close on the deal by the end of March 2020. And finally, number one this week, the National Cattlemen's Beef Association Convention is wrapping up today in San Antonio. The U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Sonny Perdue spoke to cattle producers, industry partners, and stakeholders at the 2020 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA trade show on Wednesday. The largest annual gathering of the beef industry draws more than 9,000 members to its convention. The event provides a platform for education, policy development, and networking. And that'll do it for this week's edition of Friday 5, which is brought to you by the Nebraska Corn Board. Have a great weekend.
This is Mike. Mike likes his car. Mike likes to save money. And Mike likes to breathe. So Mike fills up with E15 with 15% American ethanol. The clean octane in E15 gives Mike the performance he wants from his engine and the clean air he wants for his family. Better yet, E15 costs less at the pump. Higher octane, cleaner air, lower cost. E15 sure gives Mike a lot to like. Discover E15 with American ethanol.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, before we break for the weekend, it's time once again to honor the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. For this week's Star Student of the Week, we head to Bluffs Middle School to honor a 6th grader whose nominator said they've never seen anyone so dedicated to their schooling, aspiring to go to a top-tier college, and spending 5 to 6 hours nightly on working on homework, studying, and making sure it's all done properly. After making the long trek up to Mrs. Sully's math class, PVC associate Jill Allen read off the nomination and announced this week's winner.
Well, the person today is Jaden Lindley. Oh, Jaden!
Jaden's family was also on hand to watch the honors, and afterwards, PVC associate Kathy Fogel caught up with Jaden to find out more about this straight A star student.
The nomination discusses how dedicated you are to school and homework. Is there someone that has taught you the value of hard work?
A lot of people, like my family, and I just want to have really high goals so I have a good life.
Very good. Tell us about your dream someday to attend Stanford, Harvard, or just a higher college in general.
I want to go to a high college so that I have a good education because I want to go to NASA because I love space and stuff like that, and so I really want to learn about the stars and stuff like that.
Jaden also keeps plenty busy with extracurriculars, including in Mr. Grease's Games Club, volleyball, and HALS.
HALS is highly advanced learners, I believe, and that's just if you have a really high MAP score, you go in there and you learn more things and do more stuff.
And despite juggling a full course load for a 6th grader, she strives for academic excellence while also being a good role model for her 6-year-old sister, Addison. Congratulations once again to Bluffs Middle School's 6th grader Jaden Lindley, the Platte Valley Company's Star Student of the Week. And if you'd like to nominate a deserving K-12 student to be the next Star Student of the Week, you can find nomination forms online at www.pvbank.com. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope to see you out there tomorrow at the K&B Farm and Ranch Expo. And if not, we'll see you back here on Monday.